Maria's blind date. Canceled? I yelped before realizing my predicament. I returned to a whisper. What do you mean canceled, Claudia? He's right here and he's gorgeous. I glanced over at my date's tailored suit, which was offset by an easy smile and handsome features. Claudia was speechless for a moment. She apologized and said that the date she had set up for me definitely canceled. She paused for a moment and then asked, Are you 100% sure he is as gorgeous as you say? I hung up on her and stared at the floor for a moment. Claudia thought she had set me up with someone else. Not only that, but she had set me up with someone that she did not think could be considered gorgeous. But here was this man, polite, kind, and as sexy as ever. How's your friend, Maria? Is she well? Frank smiled in the most heartwarming way. Yeah, she's fine. How did you meet her, by the way? She didn't tell me how you guys met. I hope that my anxiety didn't show. Oh, I know Claudia from a long time ago. She thinks so highly of you, and so I told myself that I must meet this amazing woman Claudia keeps raving about. I looked deeply into Frank's eyes. For a second, it seemed like they moved independently of each other. That's so nice to hear. Are you from around here? Well, not originally. You see, I'm much older than I look, and I've been around. But I'm glad to have settled here. It's the right place for me. His forked tongue licked his lips. As he waited for me to continue the conversation, I looked down at my meal of salmon and raspberry sauce. It would have been delightful if my stomach were not tying itself into knots. Do you have any siblings or family in the area? Oh, yes, he chuckled. Very many siblings. We're all over the place. I can't keep track of them all. He looked back at me, leaning forward, eyes narrowing into slits. What about you, Maria? Are you alone? I didn't know how to answer. This felt creepy now. I stood up to excuse myself. I need to go to the little girl's room for a moment. Grabbing my things, I slipped away towards the washrooms, but then I doubled back to head out the front doors. Then I ran. I ran all the way home without thinking about what I had done. I frantically opened the lock and ran inside, slipped my clothes off, and hid under the comfort of my bed sheets. It was a terrible night, full of nightmares involving this Frank guy. I tried to put it behind me and get on with my life. Claudia called me. I let it go to voicemail, still rattled by my dreams. Hey, Maria, I'm sorry about the weird cancellation yesterday. Maybe the guy actually showed up after canceling. Anyway, I'm happy to tell you that I didn't have one nightmare all night. It's amazing. I have them every night for years, and then they're gone instantly. Anyway, talk to you soon, babe. Bye-bye. I didn't think too much about the voicemail. I tried getting my own nightmares out of my head, keeping myself occupied until the next evening. I lay in bed and tried to think about normal everyday things. But when I closed my eyes, I saw Frank's face, turning into the face of a snake. Jolting upright, I looked around my room. I felt silly being afraid of a dream, but it felt so real. Laying down again, I determined to reason my way out of this nonsense. My door creaked open slightly. It could be anything, I told myself. Frank's familiar voice floated to me from my doorway. Hello, Maria. Don't miss new videos. Click that subscribe button.